What's going on, everybody? Mr. J. Gilbert here, and Patch Notes 1.3 has just dropped for Skull and Bones, and I'm excited. There's a lot to it, and we're not going to cover everything. I will post the link in the description below if you want to check out the patch notes for yourself. But we're going to kind of go over the major things that you're going to see within this upcoming patch. It is dropping March 19th, Tuesday, so be on the lookout for that. So let's go ahead and check it out, shall we? We got the patch notes, year one, season 1.3. Raging Tide's now in full swing, and it is time to bring some additional improvements to the game. With Update 1.3, we bring a host of much requested quality of life, gameplay improvements, and fixes while addressing key issues reported by the Skull and Bones community and improving the player experience. Highlights. Extension of Season 1. Season 1 is extended by a week and will now last for a total of 13 weeks. I don't know how I feel about this. Most of us, I'm sure it's meant for people trying to catch up, but there are so many of us now that have kind of been day oneers, or at least kind of played for majority of the season so far and before that, we're already at in game. We already have all the things that we need unlocked, and now it's just grinding even more pieces of 8 to when you get season 2, we're able to buy everything outright because we have so much pieces of 8 stockpiled. So maybe they also need it for an extra week to prepare and plan for season 2, since there might be a lot of new things coming that they might need that extra time. Whatever the case may be, I just hope it's worth it. I just feel like, why have us an extra week? We're kind of ready for new content. That's just me, though. Voice and text chat. We are re-enabling group voice chat and group text chat. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. I have really felt that this is one major flaw in the game. If you're trying to group up, especially with randos, like how you have to like add them through Ubisoft and then use the Ubisoft Messenger chat to be able to message them back and forth. Or like you're a streamer, they can join your Discord, you can talk that way. It's just a headache. If you want to just jump in real quick, you gotta run the pest or run the Zamaharubi just real fast, you should be able to put in the world chat, right? Or talk to him in game if necessary. It just makes it a lot simpler that way. So I'm glad they got things figured out and now it's coming into the game. Open world PvP, here you go for a lot of you PvPers out there. You are able to now opt in for open world PvP through the set sail screen before embarking from outpost and dens. Turn on the flag, engage with others, PvP flag on. It will display their current kill streak. Okay. Can be identified by a red skull beside their names. Hitting a group mate also with PvP on will damage them. Ooh, friendly fire is on when you're flagged. Okay. PvP flag on, players are unable to deal damage to, well, that makes sense, right? If you're not flagged for PvP, you're not able to damage somebody with the PvP on. That makes sense, and vice versa. But if you're both participating in a PvP activity like Cutthroat Cargo, Hostile Takeover, a Helm Wager, things like that, regardless if you're flagged or not, you will be able to be attacked because that is just a universal PvP event. While PvP is flagged on, they can see other players that are flagged. Good. And ship rank of players is ignored during PvP combat. Yeah, but I feel like you still should know what rank they are, because if you're rank 8 or 9 going against a 12, you better have some excellent driving skills. That's all I gotta say. Additional PvP changes. We got a couple charts to look at too. Updated matchmaking criteria to the account below. Updated damage matrices. Got it. So if you want to take a minute to pause and screenshot so you can kind of look at this, go ahead. It's basically a grid of if you're flagged and they're not flagged, when you're going to be able to get targeted for damage. Most of the time, PvP flag event on. Okay. But PvP flag off and not in the PvP event. So just kind of use common sense. If you're in a PvP event such as Cutthroat Cargo, Helm Wager, a Hostile Takeover, things like that, then yeah, no matter what, if you're flagged or not, you're going to be able to be attacked. Okay. But if you're in a Cutthroat Cargo and you are flagged, right? So if you look here, PvP flag on, and you're not in the event, you are still able to be attacked by people that are just simply flagged. So again, if you're in a helm wager, or excuse me, if you're flagged but not in a helm wager, you could actually attack somebody that is participating in the helm wager. So it's very interesting. So basically, I foresee a lot of people just being flagged and just trying to, quote unquote, be a pirate and rule the high seas. You know what I mean? So very, very interesting for those that want to be PvP. Repair, a little more guidance here over when you can repair people in or out of PvP. So again, take a little screenshot or save this part of the video so you can come back to it and check. All right, gameplay updates. Combat, a lot of updates, man. There's guys, look at this. It's a lot. So a lot of things. We'll try to go over some main ones here. Combat, improve visual clarity of rockets. Reduced duration of torn sails from the Brigantine's Bullhorn perk from 80% to 40%. I might be the only one that thinks this or believes this or feels this, but how in the Bullhorn perk, okay, are you able to get torn sails? Now, I could be mistaken here. That I feel like it should purely be a flooding mechanic, right? Not torn sails. So I'm gonna have to double check that because I'm kind of confused that the Bullhorn seems to me like a flooding type mechanic, not a torn sails mechanic. So I'll have to go double check that. Increase the duration of torn sails for players to 10 seconds. That's fine because if the effects are weakened, give them longer once you get them. A little harder to get. Got it. Increase the slow multiplier of torn sails. Ooh, so dang. Okay. Torn sails is getting a buff basically. The ability of torn sails seems to be getting a buff, so there's probably going to be a lot more people running that. Gear scores have been changed. For the ship ranks. Oh, okay. So this little balancing to kind of make people reach gear score rank 12 for your ship. And just kind of increasing the threshold for some of the weapons, some of the furniture, things like that. So more people can hit 12. Because right now, it's really just a Brigantine, Dardanelles, and LaFleur build that can give you ship rank 12. Okay, and I think a lot of people, yes, they run that, but there's so many sandbooks out there. There's Barks now, Snows, that I'm sure people want to have the ship rank 12, and you can't get it as easily. Let's see, activities and events. See, Cutthroat Cargo, players can now opt in. Okay, during the activity and the pre-activity countdown, players are unable to opt in after. Okay. Participants are now unable to fast travel during the active period of the activity. Ooh. Cutthroat Cargo, unable to fast travel. Can you still do that with Helm Wagers, though? I feel like you can. It doesn't say you can't. Why Helm Wagers are you able to still fast travel? I don't know. They're going to have to address that, I feel. Let's see, remove speed debuff, remove speed debuff. I kind of thought that it was even in the playing field. Because if you got open seas and you got Brigantine, if you're not on them, you're in trouble, right? So I do feel like the speed debuff kind of evened the playing field. Now, I could be wrong, but that's the way I felt. You'll have to let me know what you guys think. Let's see. Legendary Heist increases the chance of Legendary Heist opportunity. Okay. The manufacturer that is rewarded after a Legendary Heist is no longer restricted to the region where the heist takes place. However, only manufacturers are unlocked regions will be rewarded. Okay. Okay. Let's see what's going on there. Let's see here. What else do we have? La Pestipence. Reduced damage dealt by explosive minion ships. Good. Those were super annoying to fight. I'm not going to lie to you. Added recommended ship rank. Man, it's neither here nor there. Wait. Reduced damage dealt by explosive minion ships of La Peste to La Peste himself. Oh, well, that's... I don't know. That's okay, I guess. Add a ship rank. Helm, here we go. Opportunities will continue to be generated for players that have owned all manufacturers. Increase funding, duration, and storage space. So go ahead and save that here so you can kind of look at all the different funding options. New capacity. Most of I have all of Red Isles, the entirety of the Red Isles, and the entirety of the Red Isles is rank 7. So basically, new capacity went up from 800 to 2,000. Amazing. And I can fund for up to 30 hours. Oh my gosh, I'm going to run out of silver. Holy jeez. Contracts. Shipwrecked Soul, added Rogue Ambushers, brokered. Here we go. So if you want to look at how things are changing with some of the contracts, you can look here. Brokered Ground, Moonsmoke Queen, Tools of the Trade. Inventory and trade. Change the default open behavior for silver pouches. To open all pouches. Let's go. I don't know how many times I have like 30 or 40 silver chests whenever I do like my helm missions, and I have to sit there and open them one at a time. So I'm glad that we can actually do this multiple times, right? Or like open up multiple at a time. That's great. Let's see. Adjusted outpost vendor store inventory to be persistent across different seas and different platforms. Added an option for players to cycle inventory while in NPC shops and outposts and dens. Oh, good. Buying directly from their warehouse. Heck yeah. There's so many times where you have to put it into your inventory. Ooh. If I'm not mistaken, that means when you're selling your things to like Skurlock and Talak Panjara, you're able to sell all of your like Gold Skull rum and Black Lotus opium instead of just loading up with like 500 and then going selling that, having to go back for it. So the fact that you can open your warehouse and sell everything, big W. Big W. All right. So the UI changes here. Just kind of added some signs of feedback, prevented objective tracker from automatically closing, yada, yada, yada. The world. Increased wind rotation speed. Okay, wind was kind of annoying. Don't get me wrong. So they reduced the rotation speed and frequency. Increase the damage and firing frequency of DMC fort towers. So that's going to make actually fighting a DMC settlement or fort that much harder. Okay? You know what? I kind of understand that because if you're truly fighting those types of big places, of course the fight's not going to be easy. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like it kind of is to some regard. So the fact that it's going to be increased now should kind of even the playing field. I like that. Increase the loot obtained from Mega Fort Osteen. Okay. All right, additional updates and bug fixes, audio, combat, contracts. Again, there's just a lot of fixed issues. I won't need to go over all of these. The helm. Let's look at the helm here. Fixed an issue where the upgrade efficient shipping was wrongly applying bonus additively rather than the intended multiplicative bonus on each trade route. What? This fix will significantly reduce the bonus added to manufacturers linked by or multiple trade routes with this upgrade, where previously the bonus obtained from the upgrade was added on top of the existing trade route bonus. Oh, so that means funding your manufacturers are going to be more expensive now, and the returns aren't going to be as fast. I see. That's interesting. That's really interesting. Alright, problem you need to unlock. Okay, fixed an issue. Rogue ambushers. Fixed an issue with pieces of 8. Okay. Fixed an issue with sovereigns not being awarded from the seasonal leaderboard. Yeah, I mean, I've had that before. Uh-oh. I don't like this at all. This was not an issue. Oh. Fixed an issue where excessive amounts of helm materials were acquired after sinking roving supply ships. Guys, girls, pirates, get in here now and hunt as many roving ships as you can. Play it every single hour because it's going away. They ruined the game. Dead game. Jeez. Come on. I feel like I feel like that was one of the best parts. Like, you go there and you just get a tons of resources. I don't like that at all. I really don't. So go in and get as much as you can, you guys, as fast as you can. All right. Still a time of resets when immediately in the encounter network. Yep. Other than that, I mean, I'm not going to go over all of these. A couple here at the end really kind of made me sad, Banda. But if you want to see everything, go ahead in the comments below. Check out the patch notes and tell me what you think. I will be grinding it, definitely. And every Sunday, most likely it seems like, I do a server takeover. And if you are interested, please join the Discord. Please join me on my Twitch, Mr. J Gilbert. And we kind of get as many people as we can in there, just rolling around, knocking out the world events, just hanging out together, having a good time. You can get protected helm wager runs, all that good stuff, right? So if you are interested in doing a server takeover with me or joining it, we had about 8 people rolling around last Sunday. So we're growing and growing every week. Please let me know. Glad to help. I would love to see you there. And the fact that now we can flag for PvP, so much content and so much just fun times where we can start flagging, and just fighting each other, do like a battle royale type of thing. So we'd love to see you guys there. I'm usually doing it every Sundays, 8:30 p.m. Central Time, here on the Mr. J Gilbert channel and Twitch channel. But let me know what you think of the patch notes coming up. Let me know what you think of the direction Skull and Bones has been taken and kind of where they're going in the future. I'm personally excited for the progress that we're doing. Basically, they're listening to us. And they're only listening to us, they as devs, are only listening to us because you guys have been voicing your opinion. And please keep it positive, right? Nothing gets changed, nothing gets fixed if you're just ragging on them the whole time. If you're just, like, tearing them down, oh, dead game, awful game, you had 10 years to fix this and that, that's not going to change anything, all right? What I need you to do is I need you to put all the positive things that can change the game in the comments below. Let the devs see that, and let's get this game to the glory, the promised land, and let's make it a more successful game than it already is. All right? But I appreciate you guys hanging out. Let me know what you think of the patch notes, and make sure you put in the comments below anything that Skull and Bones devs need to add or figure out. So I appreciate you guys. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and we will see you in the next one. Have a good night.